Well, good morning, everyone. Let me thank you all for being here for this important announcement. This morning, Marty and I are joined by two of our floor leaders, Senator Dixon and Representative Bonner, as well as GBI Director Vic Reynolds. In my State of the State address almost 2 weeks ago, I talked about how, despite our shared challenges, Georgia is rich with good soil. I spoke of our resilience as Georgians and our responsibility as state leaders to plant seeds now that will ensure that Georgia remains the best place to live, work, and raise a family for generations to come. Of course, doing that requires us to weed out the evils that seek to steal that promise from all those who call our state home. And as I've said in that address, it's clear that no industry embodies that theft of innocence and opportunity more than human trafficking. After seeing the extent of this sinister enterprise during our first days in office, we immediately got to work to crack down on traffickers and care for the victims. And I don't know of anybody in the country that has done more at the state level to end human trafficking than our First Lady, Marty Kemp. We formed the Grace Commission, a coalition of public and private sector leaders from different industries and walks of life, united under the cause of eradicating modern-day slavery in our state. Marty and the Grace Commission have done incredible work these first 2 years, getting unanimous support for bipartisan legislation that champions survivors' voices and lets those who seek to promote this industry know that they have no place here in Georgia. I'm incredibly proud of all of their work, but as Marty and all of those will tell you as they spend day and night in this fight, there is always more work to be done. We will not let up. We're still fighting. In this legislative session, we're rolling out more reforms and legislation that will help us end human trafficking in the Peach State for good and secure a better, safer future for the survivors. Marty and her partners have become experts in this field, and the people of Georgia, myself included, are lucky to have her. At this time, I'd like to welcome our great First Lady to highlight our next steps to keep Georgians safe and bring an end to this evil industry once and for all. First Lady Marty Kemp.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. As the First Lady of Georgia, I am honored to serve the people of our state. And today, I am humbled to be joined by Senator Clint Dixon and Representative Josh Bonner, along with an incredible member of the Grace Commission, one of my co-chairs, Director Vic Reynolds, GBI Director Reynolds, for an important announcement. But before we get to that, I want to take a moment to share the progress we've made in the fight to end human trafficking through the bold leadership of those here with us and the many who are watching online. In 2020, we worked to bring stronger penalties to those convicted of human trafficking offenses, including foster parents and commercial drivers. And we fought hard to protect and help survivors by giving them a voice and a path to brighter, more hopeful futures out of the shadows. To enhance our impact, we opened the doors of the Receiving Hope Center, our state's first residential intake center for trafficked youth. Because of this facility, survivors are able to immediately enter into a safe environment, receive the care that they desperately need, and transition to whatever their next steps may be. We are dedicated to giving survivors opportunities for promising futures and holding their captors accountable. Last August, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation launched a new Human Exploitation and Trafficking Unit, giving Director Reynolds additional tools to crack down on this criminal enterprise. And in September, we rolled out a new statewide hotline, allowing Georgians to play a critical role in reporting trafficking. None of this would be possible without our strong network here in Georgia and across the country. With the help of all of our partners, we are now doubling down on our efforts and renewing our commitment to the fight against human trafficking going into 2021. During the upcoming session, we have two important initiatives that will go before the Georgia General Assembly. The first bill will create an exception to Georgia's current name change statute to protect the privacy and safety of human trafficking survivors who wish to have their name changed. The second bill will create a state cause of action by which these survivors may file suit for civil damages in Georgia's courts against their traffickers and others who knowingly profited off their victimization. Along with these bills, we're pushing for a Department of Driver Services rule change to renew and to require new and renewal CDL applicants to take an anti-trafficking course to receive their license. With these initiatives, we can continue taking important steps to end modern-day slavery and ensure that our state is a safe haven for survivors. But I want every Georgian to know that these are just our most recent steps in our ongoing fight to end human trafficking, and certainly not our last. Every day we will continue to be on the lookout for new ways to help and make a difference. And I promise you, we will not rest until every victim is rescued and every trafficker is behind bars. I urge every Georgian to join us in this important mission. To get informed, please visit doas.ga.gov and complete our human trafficking awareness training. Already, nearly 58,000 Georgians have participated. It only takes 30 minutes, but it will give you the information you need to save a life. And if you have any suspicions about human trafficking, please call the new statewide anti-trafficking hotline at 1-866-END-HTGA. We are stronger together, and it's together that we will continue to make lasting change in our state by giving a voice to the voiceless, supporting survivors, and bringing justice to those who break our laws. Thank you, and God bless.